What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the Fuel Yourself audiocast. I'm your host, Shawana Mays, certified holistic life and wellness coach who helps women stop the habit of chronic quitting, and I teach them how to create the skill of unstoppable follow through with any goal, no matter what's happening in their life. Now, listen, we have officially made it to episode number 30. Okay. So, what's so crazy is that for 30 weeks, I have been consistent at creating these audio casts for my YouTube channel. And considering there's like 52 weeks in a calendar year, heck yeah, my consistency gets me excited. Your girl knows how to follow through. Okay. So this is so freaking fun. So in this episode, I titled it Why 2026 Won't Change Your Life, but Your Mindset Will. Okay. And so I wanted to bring mindset back up. And the reason why I wanted to do this is because we're in this new calendar year of 2026. And many of you are about to like set new goals, or maybe you've already started on a new goal today because it's January 1st. So it's fitting to record this episode today. Okay. Now, I've talked about mindset on many of my past audio casts, like in really different ways. You may have heard me talk about it more in the sense of your thoughts, like your way of thinking, because your thoughts help you create your life. They've helped you create your life up until now. So, to sum up this part, your thoughts help you create the life you want, and your thoughts help you create the life you don't want. Either way, you have that kind of power over your life. And sometimes you're just not aware of it. You're not conscious of it. Now, I want you to think about like going into this new calendar year with new goals. Just think about it for a moment. You may be thinking that the new numbers 2026, 2026, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6, however you want to look at it, hold the power to create new outcomes for your life that would like impact your life in such a positive way. Like these new numbers are going to do that, right? But I want you to think about this. Well, at least you think these new numbers are going to do that. So I want you to think about this. When you enter the process of like desiring, like having this desire to follow through on a new goal, most likely, if you're anything like any other human in this world, you're going to face a challenge or an obstacle in your life, even though it's 2026. And whether that challenge is mental or something external, the challenge or the obstacle, it's going to show up. And those challenges are going to produce this urge to quit in your body, even when you don't actually want to quit. And even though you don't actually want to quit, most likely you will because it's your normal habit and it's how you've handled the challenges or obstacles in the past. So the new number of the new year, 2026, it won't change that part of you just because a new number happened. But what will actually change that part of you is you understanding what happens in your mind and in your body that creates the urge to quit. There's something that you are thinking and something that you are feeling. There is a trigger there that needs to be solved for. I mean, sometimes it's obvious and sometimes it's like really, really subtle. It's like telling yourself you have plenty of time, or just simply worrying about what others will say when you decide to like go after some goal and you're starting to take these new and different actions that they're not used to, right? So that's when you have this beautiful opportunity to explore figuring out exactly what your trigger is. Like there is so much valuable information in figuring that out, and it can actually contribute to your active following through on your goals. Because once you have this information about yourself and you start to notice your patterns, you start to gain more control over your ability to follow through. So much so that you'll reach this point where you will experience that urge to quit. It's going to show up, but you don't actually act on it. So this is where I get to really help my clients, like understanding what's driving that desire to quit. Because from there, we're able to create a plan that fits their life. I teach them how to guide their thoughts and stay with their uncomfortable emotions and really move forward without quitting. Now, this sounds like a simple process in theory when you just think about it in your head. You're like, okay, yeah. But it's actually a challenging process to work through. And it's the reason why I get to support my clients through this process as we coach from week to week. And from there, they're able to create consistent results, like no matter what's happening in their lives. Now, I know that you're listening to this and you may not even want to try this on. You may not even want to try on what I'm saying about your thoughts. Like that it's your thoughts that create your life. Because there's a version of you who doesn't want to believe that it's your thoughts that are creating your current results, which are more than likely the results that you don't have. But I also believe there's a version of you who can probably find some truth in this concept, especially if you're open to exploring the concept, open to applying the concept to your life and seeing how it can be true for you, especially if you haven't been seeing the results that you want to see in your life. Now, this is what you call stepping into a new belief to create new results. And it's very hard to do when you've believed a certain way for so long, but it's definitely worth exploring. Now, as you know, I will always invite you to go deeper with this work with me, especially if this is something that you currently struggle with. And if you no longer want to struggle with it, let's get on a consultation together and we'll see what's holding you back, you specifically, from creating your outcomes. And then we can also see if we'd be a good fit to work together long term. Now, what you can do is you can book a free life and wellness consultation with me through my website at www.royalrenewal.info. Now, listen, I'm wishing you a whole lot of peace and a whole lot of ease, especially, and a whole lot of love. And I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.